Hi everyone, it's the Crypto Evangelist here, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about a major movement that has happened in the past few days. Turing BitChain just announced a major infrastructure upgrade, and this is important because of how the network is evolving at the protocol level, and is also likely to affect the price in the future because this update affects both nodes, miners, and network security. It introduces two key things: a new signature algorithm and KYC V2 activation. So in this video, I'll be breaking down what's changing, why it matters, and what it actually means for TBC network in simple terms. So let's get into it by going to the announcement page. So if you look at this is the main announcement page on Twitter. So the announcement is coming from the TBC Twitter handle. Let me just make it bigger for everyone to see. So you can see that there are several upgrades that are going to be happening. And the first upgrade is the Schnorr signature verification, which is going to replace the existing signature verification. If Schnorr's signature verification sounds technical, here's what it means in plain language. Schnorr signatures are a more modern cryptographic method compared to older signature schemes. And one of the reasons why TBC is switching to it is that they offer better privacy, cleaner verification, and more flexibility for future upgrades. On the miner side, this improves how identities are proven without exposing unnecessary information. And most importantly, it creates a clear upgrade path for introducing Schnorr capability at the script level in the future. That means that they can be able to do more upgrades on it. And one of the reasons why it matters is that it improves Bitcoin's contract compatibility, which aligns with TBC's goal of extending Bitcoin and not necessarily and not reinventing Bitcoin. So that's one of the major announcements. And secondly, they've introduced a KYC V2 activation. So this is like the version 2. And looking at the major things that are here, this is not just user KYC. This is miner and infrastructure level identity verification, which is designed to strengthen the network security. With KYC V2, the signatures miners use to prove compliance will now include stronger context binding. That means that signatures are unique to specific block heights, which is important when you are mining any proof of work ecosystem token. They remain secure during chain reorganizations that tend to happen, and it will help to reduce vulnerabilities. In short, it makes the network more stable and consistent under extreme conditions, which is quite good from the TBC team. And also, they are having an improved KYC authorization model. And this upgrade also improves the authorization model itself. So instead of centralizing authority, the TBC team are just basically ensuring that there is permission splitting where there is multi-party participation and better separation of roles. So this increases the centralization at the authorization layer, and it reduces single points of failure. We've seen what single points of failure can really do in recent of where we see blockchains being taken over. And from a long-term perspective, this makes TBC network more resilient and harder to compromise. Now, based on what TBC has said, they also add a disclaimer, which is quite important. What some of the things that this upgrade does not change is application layer consensus. That means it does not affect existing transaction, user balance, smart contract, or on-chain application. This is a node and block production upgrade. So it does not really affect the typical user, but it helps to strengthen the infrastructure of the ecosystem. And who needs to act and why? There is majorly miners, node operators, and infrastructure providers. They have to provide upgrade before the block height of 927,000, and if they don't, they won't be able to participate in mainnet consensus after activation. And this announcement is basically ensuring a smooth transition to stronger and a more future-ready infrastructure, right? And so overall, this upgrade by TBC tells us one thing clearly, that TBC is not standing still. It's reinforcing its foundation, cryptography, identity, decentralization before pushing further into scalability and smart contract expansion. I think one of the things that I've seen from the TBC team, that's the reason why I have been kind of just exploring their ecosystem, is just the fact that they have like a lot of capabilities. Like if you go to their own page, you can see that they are not trying to build anything crazy, but they are just ensuring that they add more capability to Bitcoin. So I've tested several of their platforms. The ecosystem is a good ecosystem. So when you're thinking of an ecosystem to build decentralized applications, like places where people can build decentralized games, decentralized apps, there is nothing you cannot really build on their ecosystem. So they're trying to build, as I've said in previous videos, what Arbitrum did with Ethereum and what Polygon did with Ethereum, but in a better way for Bitcoin. And that's quite interesting. Looking at what this means for them, it means that more developers can come into their ecosystem and they can build something that is sustainable, which is the most important thing when it comes to me talking about any project. I always look at sustainability. Bitcoin is over 10 years old now. Ethereum was done, I think, Ethereum is 2015. So Ethereum will be 10, is also over 10 years. So the sustainability is the most important thing when it comes to blockchain protocols. So you can always like just check the TBC team. You can join their community on Telegram and ask questions. If you're a dev, they have an ecosystem fund that you can actually leverage. And that's it from me for today's video. Hope you enjoyed the video. Share, like on TikTok, on YouTube, across board. And until my next video, cheers everyone.